All right, guys, Michael Hicks here with Mike Does out here at the Rising Fawn Pottery Shop Treehouse build. I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but this is the about the halfway point, maybe 65% of the way there on the treehouse build. This is going to be an ADA treehouse, so we'll walk you through and show you everything that we've done so far. This build site is a mess. This morning at 7 o'clock, this site was spotless. We cleaned it. We clean up every day, and then 3 different crews come in, and before you know it, it's a train wreck. So we'll clean it up at the end of the day again today, and it'll be right back at it tomorrow. It drives me crazy to have a dirty job site, but it just happens sometimes. So we'll start off at the entranceway. We've built the ramp there. It's a 112 pitch. We added a curve to it. We'll take it out. Down there at the end of the ramp, we'll add a concrete pathway that'll lead to a concrete pad there at the driveway. It'll be a circle drive, and then that pad will also come up to the brow where we'll have a fire pit over in this area. And then I'm thinking maybe over there at the corner doing a covered roof over a queen swinging bed, one of the platform beds that hangs by ropes. And then we decided to extend the deck on out here, make it quite a bit bigger, but we're putting a hot tub in this hole right here. I will have it sunk in the deck there. A lot of the stuff with these tree houses is trial and error. It's not the typical build. So, like with our rafters up here, we took and cut off of our new lumber. We cut it off even with the rim of the house, and then we extended out these hard pine beams to give it that older look. Well, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do on the eaves, so we went ahead and decked it with OSB. I thought maybe I could cover it from the bottom side, but I wanted to have exposed tails. So now we're ripping the roof back off, just far enough back to where we can add this tongue and groove 1x pine on the ceiling of on top of the rafters to give that old look from the outside, and then we'll roof back over it. So it's not the ideal way to progress through a build, but sometimes you just have to drop back and punt. And then we'll cover the second floor, subfloor there that you can see, the blue strip. We'll cover that with some kind of old wood strip as well. All right, so where Doug's shooting from right now is the 4-foot opening for the door. We framed 4 feet to where we could shrink it down if we needed to, because we haven't found the door that we want to use on the exteriors yet. We've got 2 doors that we've got to find. We're trying to find something older, and we try to find something with a story. Then we come in here. I use the same ceiling joists that we pulled out of the old furniture store. I use them for ceiling joists in here. And by the time we ran wiring and everything, we lost the ability to to see these joists and not see the boxes and everything else. So we decided to go ahead and cover the ceilings. We salvaged a lot of lathing strips that used to go behind plaster back in the day when they would build a house. They would line the ceiling with these furring strips called lathing, and they were usually a little bit further apart. And that would allow the mud, the plaster that they were using, to go in between the joints, and then they'd finish it out smooth. That's my rough understanding of it, because I never put a plaster in it or done anything like that. But I think this makes a really cool ceiling. Finishes out really well. And then the walls, we have our 1/4-inch plywood. We rip it in 8-inch pieces. Spray it white. We ran out of the white, so we had to go back and grab a few more pieces and rip them and get them to where we could finish up the install. So we got the bathroom over here to the left. We sunk the floor 2 inches in the shower to make this a walk-in shower with no curb, or you could roll a wheelchair in it. And again, since we're going with the accessible route, we sunk that to where we could roll a wheelchair right in. This hole here will be another door to the outside. I haven't figured that door out yet, but that'll go to an outdoor shower. It's only accessible through the bathroom. So the living room is finished out with the exception of the ceilings in here. We bought some reclaimed metal roofing, came off of a chicken house. Wish there was a cooler story with it, but hey, we got the metal roofing we needed from a local guy here, Vance Jones. He's a grain bin builder. You can check out one of my other YouTube videos. We'll post the link below to that video. All right, so we talked a little bit about the window from Belarus. There were 3 of those. I drove to South Carolina and picked those up. While I was in South Carolina, I found the one larger window over the back door. And then I found the rest of these were in Atlanta, where an owner had picked up the windows and then installed them in their bedrooms, and they didn't work for egress. So they had to take them all out and change the sizes. So I picked all those up. This window package, we had it quoted at a couple different builder supply stores, and the window package comped out at $11,000. So I was able to pick up these driving around South Carolina and Atlanta, which is a 2 to 5 hour drive. But you know, I did them together. But we were able to pick up all the windows for around $3,600. So it's a significant savings and worth my time driving around to do that. Now I just got to troubleshoot and figure out how to put those windows in. And it came from Belarus, and it doesn't mount in a way that I'm familiar with. So I'm still trying to figure that one out and figure out how I want to seal that one and get the weatherproofing done right. So we've got some work to do around that window. That's why we haven't sealed it off yet. We did spray foam in the ceilings. We've got an R39 in the ceilings, and then same in the floors below. We get a lot of wind coming off the brow here, so we want to keep everything insulated well. We've got 6-inch walls, so we've got R19 in the walls rather than an R13. So hopefully we can keep our water lines from freezing when it gets, 6 degrees up here. We don't have to deal with that 3 or 4 days every winter, but it does happen. And I think I finally nailed down the art of keeping it from happening. So we've got a loft up here. We'll have our ship's ladder going up at this point right here. And then we've got our flooring down up there already. And then we're gonna build out a king bed on the floor using some of the reclaimed wood. But yeah, we're coming along. Got our heat and air roughed in as well. All the rough ends done on the front wall between the 2 windows, and then the back wall, it'll be right above the couch right up here. We added receptacles. So on the back, we'll have a projector. On the front, we'll have a projector screen that'll be automated or remote controlled. So we'll have it set to where you can play movies and stream to the projector. Hit a button, the screen will come down, cover the windows. You can sit in and watch a movie at night. Thought that was a cool thing to add, but just wanting to do something a little different. A little different there. The painters are coming out Wednesday. It's a Monday, we're on Monday today. The painters will be out Wednesday to do coat over everything before we start sanding our floors. We should have the bottom floors in tomorrow. Should be good to go. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you guys next week.